Growing a business is difficult at any time of the year. The added stress of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, only the biggest shopping season of the year can be a bit overwhelming. However, we want to set you up for success. That's why we put together this video packed with some last year trends in Shopify and best practices in boosting sales by taking care of customer service that can help you not only in this holiday season, but also reveal the secrets to always warm your customers up through the whole year. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ecom Learning with Pagefly channel. If this is the first time you click on our YouTube video, I'm so happy you're here to learn the best e-commerce knowledge that helps you grow your business sustainably. We have new videos released on every Tuesday. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you won't miss any new content from Pagefly. I'm so excited that today's video will be featuring advice from a Southeast Asia Partner Manager of Shopify, Wilson Ho. With almost 4 years of experience working in Shopify and opening his own brand store named Holliday Teacup, I believe Wilson gets a lot of insightful knowledge and impactful tips to share with the Ecom Learning with Pagefly audiences to win this BFCM season. Let's help me to welcome Wilson, and by the end of this video, you're gonna be so confident to step up your game in the holiday season.
Hey everyone, my name is Wilson. I am a tech partner manager for Shopify in Southeast Asia. So essentially I look after a lot of our payment partners, shipping partners, and even just app partners in general. Prior to this role, I was actually a support advisor at Shopify back in Toronto, which is why today I'm very excited to share with you guys some of the best holiday selling trends and best practices for how to do a customer service well with your online business. And obviously, thank you a lot for Pagefly for giving me this opportunity to share with everybody some of the things that I'll be sharing about today. So right when we jump into the topic of BFCM trends, I want to let you guys know about the differences between mobile and desktop users. So traditionally speaking, we've always been very desktop oriented when it comes to shopping. So a lot of times users would just use their computer to shop. But most recently, we've noticed that there's a high rise in mobile shopping trends, this is especially big in Southeast Asia, where you can see this is from last year's data that during Black Friday, we actually see more mobile shoppers than desktop shoppers. So this is just a really gentle reminder for you guys to really optimize your mobile shopping experience for your store. It's not really just about your desktop version as well. You can also use your mobile version and make sure that you need to do it well to optimize that shopping experience for your customers. And the next slide, we'll be talking about the peak shopping time slots for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which are two of the biggest days with the most traffic. So as you can see, 12 p.m. on Black Friday typically is the time where most people go online and shop. And during Cyber Monday, it's right around 9 p.m. So the reason why I'm sharing this data with you is because I want to let you guys know that these are some of the times that you might experience the most traffic. So it's actually really nice if you can plan around that with your email marketing campaigns or even just any promotional campaigns and be very strategic around this time slot. That would be very, very clutch, I would say. And of course, when looking back at the data that we've seen in the past, email marketing actually provides to be the tool that results in the highest conversion rate among all of these other marketing tools. So it's even more effective than direct search or search ads or even social media. So and it's also just a very extremely underrated way for people to market their business especially during the holiday season. So again, just a reminder for you guys that, make sure you do your email campaign well, because it can result in a very high conversion rate for your business and getting a lot of these retention rates up. And this is just another trend that we've seen in the past, is that during the holiday season, or at least for last year, we noticed that apparel and accessories are two of the most popular item categories that we saw people selling. So it's just a reference point for you guys to understand what are some of the big trends that we're seeing during the last holiday season.
Hey, if you find this video helpful and would like to encourage us to make better content in the future, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below to let me know what you think. That means a lot to us, and thank you so much.
And now jumping into customer service. So as I mentioned before, I actually spent time as a support advisor. So I really understood the value of doing a good customer service and how do you do it. There are a lot of ways that we can talk about it, but today I'm just really going to be sharing with you some of the best pointers that I think could really help your business elevate your customer service. So jumping into this, there are 3 data points that I want to share with you guys. 50% of the people actually abandon checkout because they've experienced bad customer service, and that's actually quite alarming for a business owner to see. And 33% of the customers actually would purchase or go to another brand, a direct competitor, when you have a pretty bad customer experience for them, including bad services. And most importantly, 70% of the people are actually willing to pay higher prices for an item when they provide a better customer experience. And that explains very well why a lot of these very top-end exquisite brands, they oftentimes have very, very expensive products, but the service they provide is exceptional. So they really make you feel like you're purchasing the service as well. So it's really important to make sure that your customers feel right. And that's why we want to talk a little bit more about customer service, which, again, as mentioned, is a very underrated tool for people to elevate their business. And so typically there are 2 different reasons why people don't do customer services right. So they either think that there's not enough people to handle their customer service inquiries, or there's not enough time. So today we'll be jumping into these 2 different categories or reasons. So let's talk about being short-staffed first. When you don't have enough people to run your business, there are actually 2 ways that you can manage that, which is building a good email contact page and an FAQ page. So let's talk about email contact page first. As you can see, this is a very clear example of a email contact page. Sometimes when we want to reach out to the store business but don't know how to because it's an online business, this oftentimes having an email contact page is the most effective and direct way to reach out to their business. So making sure that you provide the best experience in this field will really enhance that customer experience. And you can actually do this on Shopify. It's actually fairly easy and straightforward to do that. All you need to do is go into your admin, click into page, and then under add page, in the template section, select contact. So that will give you that little contact page form that we just saw. And from there, you can just really customize your content and build a very simple contact page that looks like this. So again, these are some of the things that we want to make sure we pay attention to, having the SLA, making sure that people know when you will respond to them. Leaving your name, email, phone number, and actual message. These are some of the most important things that we need to have a easy contact page. However, I also want to mention that Pagefly also specialize in building pages for you, not just landing page. They can also build beautiful looking contact pages. And so I really encourage you guys to look into those options and actually build a customer contact page that you can that will leave a really good impression on the customers. So after that, let's talk a little bit more about an FAQ page. So an FAQ page would look like this. So essentially, it's very important for you to understand the different categories that your business might have, and sort of identify those things into different groups where customers can easily find the questions that they want. So this is a really good example of this Shopify merchant who has a really good, a very well-built contact page that categorizes their questions all into different sections, such as products, payments, and orders, or even membership. So this is a really good example for you to learn from and to understand how to build a good FAQ page. And these are just 2 of the apps that I actually would recommend that can help you build a pretty good FAQ/help center page to help your customers navigate some of the questions. Because by building a contact page, or FAQ page, you would actually be able to lower the amount of people that you need to help answer some of these questions, because you're providing a section where your customers can go to and understand your business very well. Back to that contact page section. This is a section where I want to illustrate the importance of building a contact page. So as you can see, this is a pretty good looking, simple watch store, but the main problem is there's no contact page. So today, if I'm a customer and I want to buy a watch, but I am somehow allergic to certain materials, I want to ask them if they have their watches that are not in this material. And because sometimes I don't want to risk having that problem, risk this problem, a lot of times the customers actually might not even go and shop on this website because they don't want to risk it. So in return, you guys, the business loses this customer. So it is extremely important to build a contact page. And this is another example of a very comprehensive looking contact page for you to see. So in here, you can see there are different sections. There's the phone number, email contact, social media, storefront address, and FAQ page, all built in this. And I believe you can do this with Pagefly as well. So this is definitely a very great tool for you guys to leverage to build a great looking FAQ and contact page. Okay, so let's talk about what do you do when you don't have enough time to answer these merchant requests. There are different ways that we can do this. So let's talk about managing expectations. So managing expectations is, truthfully, letting your customers know when you can realistically respond. Because if a customer is waiting for your response, but you don't tell them how long you're actually going to respond, it's really going to result in a very poor customer service experience. So it is really important to sort of mention that here. And in this example here, I want to talk a little bit more about maybe having your chat box in the right place so that it's easy for the customers to see where to contact you. So that's also another form of setting expectations. And this example is where I was just mentioning, where you kind of let your customers know when you will be able to respond, to set better expectations. That is extremely important in customer service as well. And so another way to combat not having enough time to do your customer service is to show empathy. And I want to give you guys a really good example here to show you how showing empathy can really buy you some more time and essentially turn a customer who's was not going to shop in your store to shopping at your store. So through this example, we can see that by showing empathy, when a customer wants to buy something to you from you and you don't really have the right product, by asking the right questions and showing empathy, you're effectively able to understand what the needs of the customers are, and in return suggest a better product that suits their needs. So again, this is a really good example of that. And these are just some of the templates that I think are really helpful for people to use, especially when doing customer service. So when people try to contact you during off hours, or when customers haven't really responded to you via online chat for a while, you can use these different templates to show that you are managing expectations and you are showing empathy for them. And another very common template that we see is, or another common situation we see is, when you don't really understand the customers on their question, what can you do? So this is a really good example of saying you're trying to dig for more context to understand what the customer is really saying, because when you do that, you effectively show that you care and you want to understand their business, and it makes them feel a lot better. So by employing these tools to your customer service, you'll really be able to elevate your service to the next level. And so next, I want to talk about what are some of the two ways that we can do better service, or how can we measure success? So these are two things that we can talk about. Number one is have a customer rating section at the end of your conversation with at this end of your customer service section, to understand how well you're doing your service, as well as data analytics. And I'll go into each point. So back to what we were saying about customer customer rating. So back to this point, it's actually really important because, through customer rating, we can understand if you are doing the right thing or not, whether your customers are happy with your service or not. Not only that, you can also use these to collect some really important data points to understand, are most customers asking questions about your payment page, or are they asking about the orders or the products? So this really helps you categorize and understand what are some of the most popular topics within your store that people want to understand. And so from that point, you can actually build a better or tailor a better FAQ page based on the data points that you see from customer service. And these are just two apps that I would really recommend for getting feedback and establishing better customer service for your store, essentially. And Zendesk obviously is a very popular tool to help you analyze and collect a lot of the data points that I just mentioned about. So, I would definitely look into that. And these are all apps that are available on the Shopify App Store. So there you go. Those are some of the tools that I think would really help you elevate your customer service game to the next level. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my presentation today. I hope you guys find this helpful, and definitely don't hesitate to reach out to me on LinkedIn if you have any questions. I'm also, and thanks a lot again for Pagefly for inviting me to this chat, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.
Now that you know the very important tricks to really keep your sales constantly growing through the year, and especially for the holiday season, which is to focus on winning customer satisfaction. As mentioned back in the last part, Pagefly can help you build up a high converted contact page or even a landing page with an easy drag and drop method. You can check the video I linked in the description to see how we build a landing page by Pagefly, and let me know what you think about that. That's also the end of the video today. I hope you've collected some valuable information from Wilson, and we thank you so much for watching this video. Do let me know what your strategy is in the holiday season by commenting down below. Thank you, Wilson, for joining us in this project, and I'll see you in the next video.